Hey, I'm Casey, and I want to talk about when is it time to walk away from your long-term relationship, especially if you've been together for many months or many years. And of course, we all know that relationships take work. It takes effort from both people, it takes compromise, and it takes the willingness to improve yourself individually and also improve together as a couple. So when is it actually time to finally cut ties and walk away when you've endured enough pain or suffering with the relationship or from your partner? Before we dive into this topic, I want to share with you my free relationship guide that walks you through 11 steps to keep your bond strong and happy for a lifetime. A lot of us know that falling in love is easy, but maintaining a relationship takes work and effort. And it also takes learning the right relationship skills to apply it to your relationship and therefore see the fruits of your labor of what it's really like to have a blissfully happy relationship for a lifetime. Successful relationships require a certain level of resilience to be able to work through the obstacles together as a couple to get through the other side. And it could be also that you bring in help, whether it's through a couples counselor or a relationship coach, to help guide you in the right direction on how to learn the right conflict management skills and also learn how to communicate with each other, because communication is a huge key part to having a successful long-term relationship. When it comes to two imperfect human beings who are flawed in their own right, who bring in their own set of issues into the relationship that bring about conflict or arguments, when is it finally time to cut ties and walk away and perhaps try another relationship with someone new who could be more compatible with your life goals, your values, even your lifestyle or sense of humor? When is it time to finally move on? There are usually two scenarios where it's about time or it's giving you signs that it's time to move on. It's time to bring about a new chapter in your life without this partner. The first scenario is when your partner has completely emotionally checked out from the relationship and stopped trying or putting forth effort. This is them basically giving up, throwing their hands up and being like, whatever, I cannot deal with this anymore. Whatever happens, happens, but I'm not trying anymore. I've tried before, it didn't work, so I'm giving up. When one partner gives up or emotionally checks out, this is already a sign that the relationship is ending, because a healthy, well-functioning relationship requires two committed people who are willing to work on themselves individually while also working together as a couple to improve themselves individually and improve themselves as a couple. Everything that is good and beneficial requires growth. Anytime that you add stagnation into the relationship or stagnation into your individual growth, then there's a lot of conflicts, because life is always changing. Life is always evolving, and you need to grow and adapt to these circumstances or these types of experiences. You cannot always apply your old self to a new situation. You need to apply a new and improved self to a new situation. If you have tried everything to motivate and encourage your partner to continue trying to put forth effort into the relationship, and that includes going to a couples counselor, a marriage counselor, or going to a relationship coach to try to guide you in the right direction, to try to reliven that spark once again in the relationship. But if your partner is absolutely unwilling to try any of these things and is not willing to even give it a second thought, then that is your sign that it's about time for you to stop putting so much effort into essentially a dying relationship, because a relationship that is one-sided will only be beneficial to one person but detrimental to the other person. A healthy, well-functioning relationship needs to have both people who are continuing to put forth effort. A one-sided relationship is a parasitic relationship and a toxic relationship that should be avoided. The second scenario where it's okay to cut ties and move on with your life without your partner is when your partner's words hold zero weight and everything they say is empty promises, and basically their actions never align with their words. When someone is full of empty promises, when someone just gives you a whole lot of verbal fluff, it's to appease you temporarily, but in essence, they don't care whether or not they disappoint you, because essentially they don't really care about you and they don't really find you important enough to follow through. Because think about it, when you really care about something, when you really genuinely put forth effort because you love someone or you care about them or you find them important, you don't want to disappoint them. The last thing you want is for them to be unhappy or sad or angry. You always want them to be happy, and that means always following through with your end of the bargain. Whatever you say, you're going to do, because that's what people with integrity do. And that's how people behave when they care about someone else. The only time that someone doesn't fulfill their words through their actions and is full of disappointment, full of empty promises and verbal fluff is when they don't care. They don't care how you react. They don't care whether you're disappointed. They don't care if you're angry or mad. They only care about their own selfish needs and desires, and therefore they'll just say whatever to appease you in the moment, get you off their back. You deserve a partner who cares and genuinely loves you and finds you important and finds your relationship needs important. And that means not disappointing you over and over again to the point where you cannot trust anything that they say, because anything that comes out of their mouth holds zero weight. You should devote your time to a partner where you both care about each other's relationship needs and you both care about not disappointing the other person. So when this person has disappointed you enough to the point where you cannot even trust what they say anymore, then it's time for you to leave and find someone else who is worthy of your time and attention. I know it can be difficult thinking about breaking up with someone that you've been with for years or been with since you were growing up in your early 20s or in your teens, and you have grown up together in essence. But to a certain extent, it's no longer a healthy relationship anymore. It's almost a form of abuse when either one person stops trying or one person just doesn't care at all about your relationship needs. Instead of trying to hold on to an unraveling thread that will eventually come undone, it's better to take care of your own needs as well as your partner's needs and take into account whether or not you two have a genuine, happy future together or whether this is a relationship that's already in the process of dying. If you found this video helpful or if it resonated with you in any way, remember to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out this really helpful free relationship guide that will help you in your current or future relationships. And take a look at this next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.